Hey there, I'm Jennifer Kramer, artist and art therapist. Welcome to my studio. I use art to redefine my identity following narcissistic abuse, and my hope is to help you do the same. Today I want to talk to you about something that I find holds a lot of us back in the initial stages of recovery from narcissistic abuse, and I call it the information gathering stage. So I've experienced this myself. A lot of you have, I'm sure. I would love to hear if you can relate to this, that right after we come out of the abusive relationship, we want to gain all the knowledge we can about abuse, emotional abuse, narcissistic abuse, all those manipulative tactics. And that can be so eye-opening and empowering to us to be able to put a name to the abuse that we've experienced. We've felt like we were crazy. We were made to feel like we were the crazy ones, or even like we were the abusive ones, like they were the victim. And we start to have these aha moments that, wait a minute, I'm not the crazy one, and I can get out of this. And then once we break free, we just feel so empowered by all this information. And now with, of course, the internet and so many articles and YouTube videos and blogs about emotional abuse, even specific to narcissistic abuse, we just have such an opportunity to gather all this information and to learn so much. And that can be good. Like I said, it can give us a sense of power and control, and it can help us to assist other women and men getting out of these type of abusive relationships. But what I found is we get to a point where that actually holds us back. And I've got a little visual example to explain that, how I think it holds us back. So this red circle I'm going to use to represent that focus on all of that information gathering. And really, essentially what this is a focus on the abuser. So we're continuing to focus on their behaviors, on everything they did, and of course, our feelings in there too, but most of it is a focus on the abuser still. The whole relationship was focused on them, right? We got so sick of that it wasn't about us, it was always about them and their needs. And no matter what we did for them, the expectation was always rising higher and higher. We could never meet it. It was always about them and what they needed, and what we did was never enough. So even though we feel empowered by the information gathering, it's really a focus still on them. And we can't see the other side when we're focused on them. So what does the other side represent? So what is this, the yellow circle? It's you, right? This represents you, your healing, your desires, your passions, your interests in life. This represents you. When we're focused on the abuser and on the information gathering, when we're so strongly focused on that, we can't really see ourselves and move forward in our healing. Now, this analogy isn't perfect. We can flip back and forth some, but I think you're catching on to what I'm saying here. We can have one main focus at a time. If we're still focused on the abuser and on all of their tactics, it's really hard to delve deeply into our healing, into finding who we are, apart from all of the abuse. Of course, that's part of our story. It will always be with us. But this journey of the yellow circle, of finding who we are and our healing and our path forward in life, it has to find a point where it moves away from the abuser, moves away from the red circle. So let me know if this resonates with you, if you can relate to this. I'm going to be putting out more resources over the next few months as I prepare to launch an online program that I'm really excited about. But the first step is to focus on you. So I want to hear if you're ready to do that, or if you've done that, share your story with us, please. Share your story of how you've been able to stop being an information gatherer and focus more on you and your healing.